Hi guys, welcome back to Kit Car Direct and MK Sportscars. Cracking week. We've had some weather, some nice weather, some cars out in the sunshine as well. We've been having some fun in the workshop. So what we got coming up in the show? Well, we've got builds, progress on the builds on the Indy R with the boosters, new chassis. We've got Striker for sale that's coming, a nice little Z-Tech Striker that's coming for sale. We've got a car that's passed its IVA test. We'll talk you through that and the progress as well. Many other little snippets and also a little feature on a build on an RX5 with Dave and his, well, I'm going to say very green RX5. So enjoy what's coming up. Right guys, what we're standing over here, we're standing over the beautiful Indy RX5 car. Pleased to say, past its IVA now, so it'll be heading off to the customer, get the registration and everything else sorted out. You've seen this car built in the VTs and all on socials as well. Gorgeous dashboard, our standard clocks, the engine in this just sings. We know it's good. It's got all the carbon bits on it. So it's a few little touches that I think the customer's going to improve now it's all through its IVA and now we get the registration sorted. But talking about IVA, don't forget guys, we've done a nice little video on this and then maybe we'll put a link down in the comments there for you. If you're worried about IVA and get it through, it's a very long manual, but these cars do pass pretty easy if you follow the manual and the guide. But we have done a little video that will help you as well. Iron out those little problems. If it's not an MK and it's another brand or etc., it's fine. Help you out the hints and tips as well. So take a look in the comments there. Maybe we'll put a link up there for you and that'll help you out with the video. Right guys, in the workshop has landed a raw Striker. Got an awesome little Z-Tech engine in it. It's 2 litre Z-Tech on throttle bodies. Very nice engine. It's I know it does, we've got dynos with it, 170 horsepower. This has got all the windscreen and sort of door pack on it as well. It's going to be up for sale. So if you're looking for a nice little car, nimble, handling, decent horsepower that you can cruise on the road, take on a track day, this car is going to be up for sale. Just going to go through the workshop, a few little bits and bobs to do in it, get a fresh MOT on it and make sure it's ready, suitable to roll out of the showroom here. Selling it on behalf of the customer for them. So, but yeah, it's a really clean, tidy build actually on this one. And I'm sure you see some shots and we'll pan around and show you about the vehicle. But get in touch with us, maybe fire us an email, if not a phone call, and then we can discuss the particulars on this particular car for you as well. So, for sale, ready for that sunshine, hook us up. Right, Indy R booster. One with Charles's car here. You saw from the other week, we're getting on with some bits and bobs on it. This has got the RLM 198 at the wheels horsepower engine, which I know we can't say enough about, but we know that Rich and his team do a sterling job on building those engines. Can't say enough about them really, to be honest with you. So what we've been on with, well, all the front ends on, all the push rod rocker suspensions on, that's all in. This is having a poly bush instead of a rose joint chassis. All the billet pedal boxes in. All the prop shaft is in, all the reverse motor down here is in with the reverse sprocket. This goes to a 338 differential, so it's a Ford push-in shaft, 338 differential, which is perfect gearing on the booster. Gives you about 127, 128 mile an hour, roughly, depending on tyre and wheel combination sizes. But rear end's all on now, got the lovely Protec aluminium dampers on there, all the uprights, the billet bearing carriers are in that we use. Standard rear calipers on the front. It's going to have wheelwoods on the front. Got standard rear discs as well. Fuel tanks all buttoned up as well. All the rear interior panels in. We've got the fuse panel in with our loom that bolts in here with the fuse box. It's all accessible on this one. All the fuses behind there. So it's nice and accessible. All the relays are in. And now Joseph's just hooking up. We're just starting with the new dry sump tanks. We spoke about these the other week, guys. These are for sale. It's a new one that we have made specifically for us and for these cars. Will fit other models, of course, other kit cars, but that's going to be mounted in here. And we use a rubber-lined bracket here. These are going to be used to hold these tanks in. We don't solid weld them in. We've got these rubber-lined tanks that bolts it into the bulkhead. It just helps with it, and the battery will fit down in this section as well. So, quite a bit going on, quite a bit of build progress. All the floor pans in as well, and looks like wiring looms all cable tied up in here and ready and fixed with all the fixings as well. So, progress being made, brake lines in. The whole lot really, so cracking on with that. I think we're on with the front uprights next actually and the tank, so the front uprights will go on and then we're starting body panels and bits like that then as well. So yeah, we're cracking on with that. Can't wait to hear this thing when it gets running, and I'm sure Charles is going to be bursting at the seams to get it out on track. So we'll try and build it as quickly as we can. If you like what you see and you're into your kit cars guys, then why not subscribe to our channel. press subscribe, click on the bell icon, press all, and it'll send you notifications each week. Okay, we've got the other booster build in as well. This is a round tube chassis rather than the square tube Indy R that we've got on this. This is going to be a fully rose jointed booster car. We started on with brake lines being fitted, pedal box in it. Obviously this has got the FIA cage on it as well. All the rear brake lines are in as well. So we're sort of building these two together. We'll get to this stage and then we'll jump on this one as well and get it up to the same stage over the next week as well, i.e. fitting all the components like the drivetrain basically and everything else. But if you want to know more, guys, about the round tube chassis Indy or the R or the Strikers or etc., then don't forget, jump on the website. There is communication on there about the cars and etc. and prices, or you can pick up the phone, give us a call. We're quite welcome to have a chat with us on the phone about it and we can sort of spec your car for you. Right guys, we're back here at the Indy Classic with the awesome S2000 engine. Can't say enough about them. You know I'm a firm fan favourite of these. 9,000 RPM, what's not to like? What's not to like? So what we're going to do, we're going to start it. I know it's not the first start, this is like the second or third start because we did do a first start the other week, so we're rolling into it. But yeah, let's go around here. It's got an immobiliser on this, which you have to have for IVA, which kicks in here. So when you click this on, this little light flashes, you wave that on, turns the fuel pump on, that's prime, checks it in neutral. Let's give it a go. She's alive. So yeah, it sounded sweet. It's got the Omex management on it and the loom, which we know is a little bit slow coming through to us, but now it's all good, up and running. We've got good oil pressures, or everything else is working particularly well on it. We're super happy with it. So now, it's buttoning it up, getting ready for IVA. So we start trimming it up, change some bits, putting the wing mirrors on that we do for IVA here, a centre mirror on. We've got some covers and trimming and bits and bobs to just prep. All the interiors and all that's done now, all the boot covers, all the lights, everything's completely operational. In fact, it'll be moving out of here into the other area now, just get the geo done and all the setup and the final bits and bobs for IVA. So it's super exciting, and yeah, if you want to know again more about the range, the S2000 engine, whatever, just drop us a call, email. You know where we are. Hook us up, and we'll hook you up. Right, so Neil and Anna, they've been out this week. They've been over to Dave to see him in his RX5 and his car he built himself in about 9 weeks, I do believe. But they'll probably tell you. So tune in now. Let's roll over to Dave and see what he's been going on with the RX5.
So we're out and about today. Got out in the sunshine. We've come to visit Dave, one of the lockdown builders. He received his car just before the first lockdown, and if you saw our workshop walk videos where we did lockdown garage episodes, Dave was featured in one of those. So the last time you guys saw this, the car was in a gazillion bits. Well, it's now not in bits. He's been using it for a few months now, so we'll just pop in and see how he's getting on with it. There he is. How you doing, mate? Knock, knock.
Hi, I'm here.
How you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks.
That's looking well. Ah, very nice. So what spec is this car? This was the
1800 non-turbo Mazda MX-5.
Right.
Base car, RX-5.
Yeah, yeah. Excellent, excellent. So can you tell the guys and girls out there, what's your background with cars? What?
From a young age, I was interested in cars. I was a mechanic from the age of 16 for quite a few years. Then I started working for Ford Press and Media, travelling all over with prototypes and concept cars. And then I got back into the retail side of things, and now I'm currently working as a warranty administrator and workshop controller for Ford.
Oh, so you're a Ford man through and through?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you've gone to Mazda?
Well, the original plan was Ford, but the RX5 base was Mazda, and I've got to say the engine is
bulletproof.
amazing. Yeah, it's a brilliant engine.
It's a good engine. So, I mean, there are other self-built cars on the market. Why did you choose an MK? What attracted you to the MK?
The shape of the 7 type style.
Yeah.
The enclosure of the side panels, unlike some others.
Yeah, yeah.
Value for money, and you're local to me.
Tell the guys out there, what was your buying experience like? And don't worry, I haven't got a gun to your head or anything like that.
Easy enough. Sat down with you, had a walk around the workshop, had a look at a few. Sat down with you, spec'd it up to add a few bits and bobs on. Obviously, you know what you're dealing with these vehicles, and speccing it up was easy, really. I knew what I wanted out of it, and you had the bits to do it.
But so when you built it, when you received it, how difficult was this car to actually build?
Easy. Follow the manual. Simple as that.
That's pretty straight to the point, isn't it?
That's
Easy
how it
and
is.
follow the manual.
It is. Page 1, page 2, keep going.
All ticks over quite nicely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's have a little look around it then. Let's go over the bits and pieces. So I notice there's a couple of upgrades that you've done on it. Tell us a little bit more about the upgrades that you've done rather than the standard, you know, over and above your standard car.
Above the standard, I mean the interior tunnel is the alley pack. I've just carbon wrapped it, but that chips off quite easily. I had some gel badges made for the centre steering wheel horn switch and the wheel centres.
Matching green.
Matching green,
yeah,
of course.
got to be green. So I noticed that you've got upgraded LED light packs on there.
Yeah, I originally actually with you spec'd it with the standards, and then I think you brought the LEDs out shortly after. So I hadn't fitted them, hadn't taken them out of the boxes, and you were kind enough to trade me up, pay a couple of quid more.
Excellent.
And trade up to them.
So it's a Kawasaki green, carbon fronts, I noticed there, carbon fronts, carbon stone guards, and black decal pack.
Yeah, yeah.
So, can we have a look under the bonnet?
Yeah, of course we can.
And pop this off over here.
That's the latest modification, as I had an incident, is the bonnet pins you now do.
Oh yeah, yeah,
and, locking into the nose cone.
Oh right, yeah.
Which secures the front of the bonnet.
So we've got a bonnet pin that goes into here, yeah?
Yeah.
You've gone green crazy on this.
Yeah. Yeah, green wrinkle paint that come from Austria, I think. I couldn't find any anywhere else.
Yeah.
The hose kit and HT leads.
Brilliant. I noticed you've got a couple of other upgrades in here. You've got the wider harnesses.
Yeah.
They're an
branded.
upgrade.
Yeah, I like
Standard Mazda clocks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I find that quite good. I see a lot of people having to tinker with their temperature gauges and their fuel gauges, but standard gauges, standard sensors, it all works out of the box.
You've also got underneath here the boot box, haven't you?
I have.
Can we
Now,
pop that open? Is that?
Yeah. That was quite an awkward one to fit.
Right.
Because you have to take the roll cage off to do it, and then trying to get the roll cage back in with the bolts underneath is quite awkward. But it's a valuable little piece just to carry stuff in.
Bottle of water.
Bottle of water, yeah.
Oh, a little bit of carpet as well, that's a good idea.
Yeah, four-way stretch carpet. It doesn't fit the best, but it stops the box from getting scratched.
That's good, I like that. That fits
it's
really
a good
well.
size, because I can get the crash helmet in it, so if I want to drive with the crash helmet on, say, when it's a bit colder.
So that fits in there, does it?
Yeah, it fits in there.
Oh, brilliant.
Just about. And then I can drive home with just the safety glasses on.
Oh, right.
In the sun.
Yeah, fantastic. Should we get it back together and go out for a drive in it then?
Yeah.
Perfect. So Dave has been kind enough to let us take it out for a little spin. So we'll give this standard RX5 a little drive, a little review. Hopefully, yeah, everybody's all golden. Right then, I have my trusty co-pilot with me. standard Indy RX5 with the standard Mazda engine, no frills, well, I say no frills, no turbo on the engine, just a completely standard engine. And I got to say, this is a rather nice driving car actually. One thing that's really nice in this car, being the Mazda running gear, I've remarked on this before, the diff whining that you'd get occasionally in some of the other cars just isn't there. This is such a smooth car. I can hear the road noise. You know, I'm sitting on top of the tyres, and it's just a rather pleasant, on a day like today, a rather pleasant little place. It's a nice little office for the day. I can see the clocks. There's no glare on the clocks. It's running the standard Mazda ones. They fit in that dashboard absolutely spot on. Well, I didn't realise it was going to be quite as, I don't know, open, I guess. Having driven these cars with the windscreen and the aero screen and the doors, windscreen on its own, I think is a bit of a, you get quite a bit of buffeting, so I can feel the air coming out around here and it's sort of hitting me right in the ear hole, which is not as pleasant as one would like, but it's yeah, it certainly makes a difference on your head. So having driven quite a few of these RX5 cars now, in different guises, the 160, the 250, soon to be the 300. This is the standard car. I think for a road car, it's everything you need. It will cruise along at 70 miles an hour, which, do we need to go faster than that? That is the question. Yeah, I suppose on a track you do. If you want something a little bit different on the road, look no further. You get flies in your face as well, just so you know.
What a week, guys. It's amazing. Don't forget about the cars for sale, the Striker. If you're looking for a car and you want a little bit of summer blaster and track little weapon, great little toy that's for sale. If we know more about the cars themselves and their builds and the specs and etc., then hook us up on the phone or jump onto the website, drop us an email, whichever you want to do. You know, don't forget, guys, if you like it, press that like. Love to see you doing that. Put in the comments below if you want to know about any kind of information about us and what we do or what you'd like to see. Happy to see that. Subscribe and it'll ping you each week and you get to see my ugly mug. Ah, amazing. Well, that's it, guys. Like, share, catch you next week.